Yo, yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family, and welcome back to a Casper crypto live stream. And I'm sure you are all got your eyes well and truly glued to your Casper portfolios right now, to the market chart, because Casper right now, as we've been talking about and predicting would happen, Casper is now starting to break out. Earlier today, Casper surpassed that 10 cents level of resistance, but didn't just surpass it, they exploded past it. Casper just rallied to around 11.72 cents. Casper's currently up 16.47% on the daily time frame. It is crushing every other asset in the crypto market right now, valued at 11.35 cents. This is a very, very good sign. Of course, we should know why it's happening. We'll get into that though in this stream. Either way, some big updates. And again, this is leading into that pattern we're talking about for the past month or so, that Casper hopefully will be able to continue and form this higher high on the back of these higher lows pattern. Therefore, Casper should be surpassing 13 cents in the coming weeks. Now, exactly when, we still don't know. Still a lot to be determined, a lot of factors to take into account, but Casper right now is rallying. It is rallying, it is going very, very well. And yes, a 60% gain right now is absolutely insane stuff. We have confirmation of when the mainnet for smart contracts is coming out. We have Igor's smart contract testnet currently running or starting to go up and running right now. We have a lot of announcements. Bitcoin maximalist also shifting more to Casper as well, and so much more. Equally some fundamental news as well, and a lot more to take into account. This is very, very big news for Casper, and we had predicted this was going to happen based on the market chart, the structure, the incoming announcement that Casper was going to break above 10 cents and make a push. What we would like to see, in my personal belief, is Casper hold above 11 cents today. As we can see, as I draw out a line right now, 11 cents, but pretty much at every 1 cent zone and every 0.5 cent zone, but particularly at the 1 cent, every 1 cent, so 10, 11, 12, 13, etc. You see quite a lot of resistance or support being made. You can see it here, support and resistance found at numerous occasions where Casper either struggled to break out or found support there. So with Casper now blowing past that very comfortably, by the end of the day, when the market closes and the candle closes, if Casper can hold above 11 cents, that would be a good indicator and a hopeful indicator that Casper is going to continue going from tomorrow potentially and continuing rallying up, maybe trying to push towards 12 and 13 cents as well. Maybe also therefore bringing more wandering eyes back to Casper from the major tier ones, incentivizing them to list the project. And of course, what's coming to Casper, the momentum we're seeing right now is of course fantastic for your memes. If you're holding your Casper memes, your KYC 20s, the price in Casper rallying will also help out with memes and rallying in value as well. This is a very, very good day to be a Casper holder. So welcome back again. If you enjoyed the streams, as always, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. We've got a lot to cover in today's stream. Before we do, let's get into the pleasantries. Welcome back, Stanoma. Welcome back, brother. You're doing very, very well. And Dimitar, as always, back. Not first time, second, but either way, you are back again, my man. Future Crypto Elite is here. Welcome, brother. And you too, Gosu. Hello, my man, as well. That Pulse player. Congratulations on the smart contract announcement. I mean, we're all here. We're all here. We've been here continuously. And it's great to see that Casper has made a very, very big announcement, making a big step for the future of Casper, future of crypto. And we'll see what's going to come as a result of it. I mean, frankly, right now, it's just seeing this sort of volatility off the back of an announcement for smart contracts. You could argue that with the release of smart contracts, you might see an even bigger price breakout. And of course, smart contracts aren't necessarily a price pumper. They're a foundation building block. It's the adoption and liquidity that comes into Casper that will generate more demand and increase in value. So if you see a price pump off the back of smart contracts being released, then you'll see a hell of a lot more as the adoption starts to build more and more, and stable coins come on board of Casper as well. So, you know, we're early and we're very fortunate. You are the only one YouTuber who is with us even on 5 cents. Legend. I mean, Yeah, I guess you're right there, Dimitar. No, there were definitely some other content creators who were still about. You know, I do know there was some. Crypto Mindset is one that has been about for a while. He typically tries to short Casper, from what I'm aware of, and does TA stuff. But he's been about. There's some other people who I can't pick their names out of a hat right now, if I'm perfectly honest. But they've been here through thick and thin. Cat Daddy Crypto, you know, Casper Cat Daddy. He's been here for a long time. Lavendi, Chris Hutchinson, his brother Tom Hutchinson. Those individuals, the blockchain banter crew, they've been here through thick and thin as well. So it's not just me. But I am part of a select few who have continued through the good times and through the bad times to stay committed in Casper. And don't get me wrong, 11.3 cents right now is fantastic. We've still got more to go. Let's not be emotional. Let's be logical. We've still got a big run ahead of us to regain all-time highs and then surpass it. So let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, but it's good to see that Casper is now starting to make that push up once again, and hopefully will continue. Breaking above 13 cents is the critical level we need to break above. If we can break above that, then again, all-time highs for me is inevitable. Are we moon yet? Well, we're mooning right now, or we're rallying up quite well right now, so hopefully soon. Casper Bull Run, let's go. Welcome, brother. Welcome you very well, my man. Buffalo, yo to you too, my man. Welcome back to the stream. What's up, hi guys? My blockchain week pump. Oh, indeed, yes, the announcements from that and equally IGRA. Those are the main reason for the pump right now. And welcome back, Falco YouTube, bro. Delightful action indeed. Honestly, a nice little green pump right there. All other scams like Crypto Chris disappeared. I mean, I wouldn't. Again, I'm not here to cause any drama or anything like that. I am aware that Crypto Chris had made a pick on an asset in the past that did perform very badly. Now, is he a scammer? Is he someone who rug pulls his community? I don't know for sure. I'm not being personally victim of any form of scam of sorts from these content creators because I'm not a part of their communities. I'm aware of some that do it religiously, and those who, I'm not going to name them, but those know who they are. I don't know if Crypto Chris is one of them, but he has not been on YouTube for a while, but I'm sure he will come back. While Casper is starting to make this recovery once again, I'm sure you'll see him make a video again, giving some updates on Casper if he can find the time. And yes, as Ghost says here, if you enjoy the streams, I do them basically every single day. We're about to approach 1 year anniversary, the 3rd of August 2024, when I first started streaming. I'll be streaming pretty much every single day. I think I've taken a maximum of 20 days off in that time. If you enjoy the content, then leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more, and turn on that notification bell to stay up to date every time that I go live. Or better still, check out the free Discord server, community server here, where you'll continuously interact with our community, learn more about crypto and Casper, and equally you'll find out normally when I'm going live as well, because I tend to make announcements in there before I go live, especially if it's not the regular time being right now. Yes, next level cash, send it higher indeed. I'd love to see Casper go a lot higher. If we can somehow break 12 cents today, that'd be insane. I'm a bit skeptical about that, but it would be absolutely insane. All-time high this month, I mean, that's only 9 days, 10 days remaining. And while not impossible, again, we have seen in the past how quickly Casper can rally, you know, in a short span. This was a 5-day run. And equally here, this pump here was another 6-day run. So it's not impossible to see Casper make a massive rally in such a short span of time. But the pump right now for me is probably again the buyers showing their strength and conviction in Casper, and happy now that there's a lot big developments and, you know, use case coming to Casper as a result of the smart contract. But it's just smart contracts. I say just smart contracts. I'm not trying to downplay smart contracts, but it's smart contracts. Very big news, but they don't necessarily pump the price of an asset. They are a foundation building block. You release smart contracts, and then devs and users and builders come onto the platform and then start spending more time within the ecosystem, generating more liquidity, more revenue within the ecosystem for the miners as well, and that will increase the price of Casper. So I don't think this announcement alone would do that. If you've got some big exchange listings in the next few days, or stablecoins confirming they're going to jump on board ahead or on the launch of smart contracts, then yes, you'd probably see a bit more of a FOMO pump. But otherwise, we'll wait and see. I think autumn highs is not far off though. Although again, the next couple of weeks, while looking good, going into August could be potentially a little bit volatile with tariffs coming back. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Yeah, this is very, very big for KYC VPN as well. As we can see right now, they are all performing very, very well. Zero currently at a 34 mil market cap. Nacho at 18.8 is still continuing that rally, up 22%. PPCAS still doing well. Kango, all of them right now, you're seeing green across the board, which is great, great stuff. And the volume is coming back as well. Has fallen off a little bit for Nacho. It was above 1 million yesterday, and now it's only at 731,000, but it's still a lot. Still a lot. So if you bought those dips, then congrats to you. And then Nacho and if Casper continues in this fashion, then the price will likely continue to rally as well. But of course, do your own research into the meme, just because they are going to be, again, they're small assets, they're micro assets. Do your research on anything, but they're incredibly risky. So make sure you know what you hold. I want above 11 cents, then 13, then hold 15 in the next week. I think we could hopefully hold 11 today, and then I hope at the end of the week we could hopefully hold 13. Hopefully hold 13 or reach 13 by the end of the week, ideally. And that will be, hopefully the catalyst for that will be IGRA, because IGRA will go from their current Genesis activation, which they've just done today, as we can see here. IGRA announced, here we go, Explorer, testnet 10, casper.org. So IGRA's live on testnet 10, Genesis activation and core smart contracts configured. Now we get some rest and back to testing. So the Genesis is now activated on IGRA, which is great news. And then, as we saw in the video that I made yesterday, I posted last night yesterday, and equally in the streams we mentioned as well, they'll be going to a community testing stage in 7 days' time. So I would like to believe that Genesis activation alongside Casper's mainnet date announced has caused a lot of FOMO for Casper, the price to be pumping. Then hopefully we'll see Casper hold 11 cents and then make it to 13 off the back of IGRA then going from Genesis activation to testing of community testers. And then soon after that, you'll then see the actual testnet launch for IGRA, which is still on a testnet, not on mainnet, but that in itself could generate more FOMO. And as a result of that FOMO, that could help Casper make that push above 13 cents and then hopefully push and find the next level of resistance being probably around the 15 cent zone around here. We'll have to wait and see. Now, that being said, I will be getting into the... Actually, we've got a few more questions. Let's get to that quickly first. So Kiki will be new Pepe even more. I mean, Kiki is another asset on KYC that could do very, very well. I don't personally hold Kiki. 633,000 market cap, 12,000 volume, 2K holder. So it's not a... In regards to the other assets in the space, it's not necessarily small. Not the bigger one, but it could do well if you get more adoption coming back to it. And smart contracts could elevate these as well to become more attractive. 15-20 cents, maybe get a listing. I mean, we don't know for sure. I mean, of course, we'd love to see that, but we don't know for sure. I don't want to potentially spread any false hope. Although we do have a post, which I'll be getting into in a short moment, from Wolfie, which is a kind of a screenshot, which does indicate his belief. It's still speculative, but his belief that Binance will definitely just capture the cycle. So whether it be 15-20 cents or a little bit after that, again, we'll have to wait and see. Welcome back, Justin. Next crypto. Let's go, fam. Such a good day today indeed. Very, very good. Cap is still rallying right now, 17%. Hopefully, continue going up in this fashion. And yes, leave a like for the best cap content creator on YouTube. I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay, but yes, please do leave a like. Welcome back, Stack Bundles, bro. You're doing very, very well. What's good, QC and everyone? Loving the Casper and Nacho pump. Indeed, it's looking very, very healthy. Man, swap Bitcoin to Casper yesterday. What a play for you, Lewis. What a play indeed. Love that. Love that indeed. Good man. My average price of 15 cents. I mean, you're still down right now, but hopefully you'll make that will turn positive very, very soon. So just have conviction. Don't be emotional, political, and hold. That's all I can say. Unless, again, you're losing conviction. But I think you've got conviction, Wing Hong. Jay, have you seen the picture I send in Discord? Let me look real quickly. I am looking at it right now. Wow. Yeah, I'm seeing that right now. That is crazy. That is crazy, crazy stuff, brother. Insane, man. Well done. That is, for those who are, I'm not going to show it on screen unless you give him permission. I'm not going to show it on screen, but I've just been sent his long for Casper. He put a long, Gosu put a long setup for Casper way down here, and yeah, he's sitting, yeah, well played to you, bro. Honestly, fantastic stuff. Love to see that all around, indeed. Welcome back, Greg, bro. You did very, very well. And LB on at the check-in, man. I'm here, babe. Welcome back, honey. Hope you're doing very, very well. Yes, you are the best. I'm okay. But I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are too much, honestly. Thank you very much indeed. And just hit that like button for Jay. You know it. You know it indeed. Joking with the 10... Another one for joking again. 10 gifted memberships. My man, once again. What a legend. There you go. Go through. Oh, there you go. Joking with another 10 gifted for those lucky winners. You got Nessie, Stefan, Path to Light, Driton, Kevin, Mr. Though the Moon, Baby, Bianca, Infamous. Even Infamous gets one. Wow. Infamous, that's insane. And then Billy and Pedro and another 10. Joking, bro, chill. Thank you very, very much. Again, that's 20 gifted from Joking. Absolutely insane stuff, my man. Absolutely insane. So wait, is that 20 or is that just bugged out twice on my thing? It might have bugged out twice. I have no idea. Either way, that is... Thank you very much for the gifted. Okay, I think it just bugged out on my thing. It showcases twice up here, as you can see. But I don't think that's the case. Either way, it doesn't matter. Getting your legend. Honestly, Joking, you make me speechless. Thank you very much once more for the generosity for you. And those lucky winners who are now a member, congratulations. Shout out to Joking once more. Crypto Chris guy has gone, he's vanished. Yeah, I'm sure he'll come back. They tend to do so when the time is right. He's, he made a massive fandom community of Casper, so it would be, at least for me, business-wise, illogical for you to abandon that. Welcome back, Wyatt. Hope you're doing very, very well. Erica, where is mine? I'm sure one day you'll become that lucky winner. I'm sure one day, if you're here long enough, I'm sure you will be one day. So unlucky this time around, but I'm sure next time around you'll be there. Big shout out to Joking, 100%. Big shout out to Joking indeed. And welcome back, follow. Who's doing very, very well. Free membership, how? That's basically Joking. Joking was generous enough to gift 10 memberships to the community, and then YouTube pick out 10 random winners to become now a member of the community. So there, shout out to Joking once more. And while we're on the topic of that, I guess if you want to become a member of a bit more in-depth information, the membership is a nice little thing. I have it there, but if you want to be part of a bigger community who's trying to learn actively a lot more about the space, then as Joking's also a part of it as well. You can come check out the VIP. Shameless plug, I know, but quick pro quo. 7-day free trial, check out for free for a week. We do private lives every single week, trade alerts, educational videos on how to maximize and benefit more in trading, and then also alpha information. We provide institutional documents that you cannot find on mainstream media that are kind of always only sent to their institutional clients. We can find them and we post them in the community as well, so we know what's coming ahead of time. I showcased one yesterday regarding Franklin Templeton. I spoke about one on stream yesterday as well regarding Coinbase, and they spoke about the significant level of adoption we're going to be seeing, how the Fortune 500 companies, 9 out of 10 of them are waiting for regulatory frameworks to come through before they get into crypto properly, and now we got that coming through. You're going to see 450 Fortune 500 executives at least start flooding into crypto in the coming, months, which is a very, very big deal. If you want to find out a lot more, check it out. Link down in the description on my homepage. And again, thanks to our working together with BYDFI, an exchange no KYC, a VPN, and regulatory licenses in Canada, the United States, and many, many more regions. Should you sign up to the affiliate link down below in the description and check it out on the Discord server here, you can receive many benefits. They've got 2 campaigns going on right now, a chance to get up to $2,000 bonus when trading, and also a chance to win up to $10,000 in Bitcoin with trading as well. Campaigns going on right now. Sign to BYDFI to the affiliate link, click the links right here, and you get benefits like permanent VIP access to BYDFI channels, new trades put in pretty much every single day, and equally a 1-month free trial as well to the Coin Factory executives. So you just want to level up your trading game and get extra access to the community here for free, then again check out BYDFI, link down below in the description, and also information available on my Discord server as well. But that being said, before I get to all the questions, let's get into the content now. First and foremost, it's been quite a while. So we can see, yes, Casper doing fantastic stuff. Absolutely fantastic stuff right here. Currently up 16.58%. It did top out early today, I think just short or just around 20. It was about 20%, yes, 20.72%. It topped that at around 11.768 cents. Currently come down a little bit, but it's still holding very, very strong. And for me, again, if you hold above 11 cents, that is a great sign that Casper will continue in this momentum and start making this push up higher and higher and higher. Of course, Some assets are doing very, very well. XRP is also making that push towards all-time highs again. Bitcoin is holding strong around this 115 to 120k zone. Ethereum seeing a little bit of a pullback right now, but it's still continuing on that momentum going up as well, which is great stuff. The altcoin dominance is starting to rally more and more. Bitcoin dominance is falling off more and more, and if Bitcoin dominance falls below this trend line, I suspect we'll see a bigger relief for alts in the immediate short term. Now, I still don't believe, or feel not convinced right now, that we're going to have an altcoin cycle like in the immediate short term. If Bitcoin dominance falls below the trend line and goes below 50%, then yes. But right now, I still believe that Bitcoin has more room to run. It will come back up again, probably above 70%. Time will tell, of course, but it's a good little relief rally for the altcoins right now, which has been long needed after all the pain we've been through so far. And of course, Casper is showcasing right now to be the leader in daily volume or daily action at least, for the altcoins right now, pumping the strongest out of all the other assets right now. You can see on CMC, number 39 now, back into the top 4. It's great stuff to see. 225 million 24-hour trading volume, which is the highest we've seen in a very, very long time, which is great stuff. Gate dominating it once again, 27% with 61.8 million 24-hour trading volume. You got BitGet at 11%, Mexi 17%, 18% almost. And then you got like even Kraken's gone up quite a bit. It's 3% right now, which is rare for Kraken, but that's good news as well. And again, the higher the volume and consistent high in volume, and as well with the big tier ones, the Bybit, BitGet, and the Krakens, the higher chance we see these tier ones starting to look at Casper and list the project. That's what we need to wait for. Now, in regards to the announcements, yes, as I highlighted at the beginning, Dr. One Hardbet made a post here. People checking at 3 a.m. their Casper portfolio, and yes, well, we see that very much. So Casper's pumping like crazy right now, and that's off the back of Casper's mainnet announcement being official today, and IGRA entering testnet right here and now. We can see from the event, the My Blockchain Week event in Malaysia right now, some posts here, like some Johnny here, say pick your favorite cocktail please. You've got the Ghost Dag, Casper, Casplex cocktail, as Casper being a platinum sponsor, they get a little extra perks and stuff like that as well, which is cool, so their name gets plotted over there a little bit more so. And even Capital highlights the same thing here as well. Traders Night sponsored by KEF and hosted by Casplex, so their name getting out there more and more and more. And this event actually was bigger than we realized for a number of reasons. One, because because I want to highlight this first. What Capital learned at this event here from today's booth talks was that there actually is a huge amount of people who have never heard of Casper. Despite Casper being a top 40 asset right now and equally was top 20 back in July 2024, not that many people actually know of Casper, which partly surprising but also partly not. Which also just means that when people do learn of Casper, endgame, right? Insane stuff. So Casper Door here, and therefore we all here watching, we've got a reality check. That as we live and breathe Casper all the time, every day pretty much, for the last 3, 4, 2, whatever years, how long you've been here, we didn't realize how many people are simply unaware of Casper. He started his keynote today by explaining Casper. I've used the KGI to showcase the block-like architecture throughout my speech. I always referred to Casper as being a foundation of everything. Did my best to create awareness. We need to exit the echo chamber and don't assume everybody knows what Casper is already achieving. Every single post helps. Every single talk matters. I didn't green pill everyone who talked with me today, but even if I managed to make them curious, that's a huge win. And that in itself is a big deal. So those who attended this event today, who learnt, probably for the first time now, what is Casper? Of course, we all know this for the most part, and we think everybody should know of Casper because we're in a bubble ourselves pretty much of the Casper maxis for the most part. All over Twitter, always I've got Casper stuff. But for the general, even though we've got a big community, and there's no doubt we've got one of the biggest in this space, the general population don't get Casper news. I mean, again, you haven't got these VCs talking about it, you haven't got big tier ones really talking about it too much. It's quite suppressed. We've been knowing that price-wise, but even information-wise, it's been quite suppressed. So you're now going to see for the first time ever with KF and Casper being a platinum sponsor at such a, quite renowned event, their adoption's going up higher and higher and they're getting more recognition. So Casplex highlighted here, thank you all for joining today's speech about what Casplex is. Sadly, the live stream wasn't provided in due time, but will be posted a recording very, very soon. And we are proud and excited to announce the Layer 2 launch date for the mainnet is now official. This is possible thanks to the incredible work of our team who worked diligently for the last 6 months, non-stop, no vacation, full dedication for what we believe in. Smart contracts are coming 31st of August 2025. So not as soon as we expected. I was hoping at the end of this month. Looks like end of next month. But that means you're going to have, as expected, which is also in line with what IGRA are doing as well, the testnet comes out and you have 3 months of testnet behavior to fully work out all the kinks, flesh out all the blemishes, and then you get the launch mainnet. IGRA are releasing their testnet, the Genesis activation today. The testnet will be going live properly, probably in the next 2 weeks or so, probably early August, and then you'll see the mainnet in IGRA for Q4, so I imagine therefore probably around November time, give or take. We'll have to wait and see. Again, we haven't got a confirmed date on that just yet, but this is great stuff. So in 1 month time, you'll see the mainnet go live, and that will probably be, I mean, is this what you're seeing right now, the price pump action right now, off the back of just an announcement of smart contracts and IGRA smart contracts? Then there is now a possibility and a thought for me. I'm thinking now, if that's what you get just off an announcement for smart contracts, then when they actually launch and people can actually use it, that might actually cause a bit more of momentum. You might also see, again, stablecoins jump on board, tier 1 starting to list. Who knows where we're going to be in a month's time? If you look at the M2 money supply and align it with Bitcoin right now, it does seem to suggest that we could be seeing Bitcoin by end of August time, give or take, probably around the 130k mark, or around the 124, so a little bit higher than it is right now. So if it does rally up to here, and as you're seeing right now, it chops sideways once it gets here, it chops sideways for like a month or so, which is possible. If that is the case, look at what's happening right now. Bitcoin has been chopping for the past week or so, just kind of consolidating right now. When that happens, you see the liquidity, Bitcoin's price stays the same, but the liquidity cycles into the other alts, the mid caps, the large blue chips, XRP near all-time highs, Ethereum making a massive gain, Casper now making a strong recovery as well, Sui has seen quite a big recovery as well, Tau doing fantastic, Algorand, HBAR, all the big assets, ISO assets all start doing really well when Bitcoin dominance starts to fall off. So if Bitcoin does rally to 130k, 125k over the coming weeks or so, and then throughout all of August just chop sideways, would be fine, because again, it's still due to rally up higher, according to the M2 money supply, go up higher to, more so around the 150k zone up here. Again, not 100% accurate, but 90% accurate to Bitcoin, the M2 money supply. Then again, August could potentially be another time you see a bit more relief for the altcoins, and then another rally for Casper as well. And then with the release of smart contracts coming out at the end of August, that could again be that all the catalysts needed to be a strong market chart for Casper plus smart contract release could be a blockbuster event. Of course, speculative, but we'll have to wait and see. Things are looking very, very good though. Casper is really, really cooking. So yes, that is exciting stuff all around. Set to activate Mainnet layer 2, ZK EVMs, August 31st. So much more is incoming, and there's a lot more coming to Casper as a result of it as well. OmniCas, who was voted in by KDAO, they're like a Web3 travel platform who is powered by Casper to book flights and whatnot. They are now officially started to build on Casper as well. So that's also fantastic stuff. So they're going to be a big thing for Casper as well. Grateful to see there as well. But that's not all. Also, as I mentioned as well, the Bitcoin maximalists are starting to convert more and more, and with smart contracts coming out as well, I'm sure you'll see that start to accelerate again. Again, shout out to VJ. He's done so much for Casper so far from the looks of things, converting more and more maximalists. Another Bitcoin maxi converted to part of their Bitcoin stack to Casper. You can see it here. Hi VJ, how you been? Just wanted to say thanks for bringing attention to Casper. I don't think I had heard of it before. Your tweet on 3rd July 2025, which is about 3 weeks ago. This is when VJ first started talking about Casper 3 weeks ago. It's been 3 weeks. It was a little confusing when you tweeted about it, as I was Bitcoin only, and I knew you were too. I would have probably ignored it otherwise. So again, while VJ wasn't really a massive account, he had 1,000 followers. He was a devoted Bitcoin maxi who was relatively well known in the community, and with him and his convictions shifting just to be intrigued by Casper, because he's a maximalist already known as a maximalist by the community, that started turning some other people's heads as well. It's one thing if you aren't well known in the community and just say Casper's great, they're like, okay, cool, whatever, it's an S coin, go away. If you are a maximalist already and relatively well known, or known enough to where people know you're a maxi, so if your conviction changes to then start looking at Casper, they've got to be a bit intrigued. So he converted some of his Bitcoin into Casper. As you can see here, his first conversion of Bitcoin to Casper happened today, which is just great news all around. It's why you should study Casper. If Bitcoin Max is doing this more and more, that also means that when the Bitcoin dominance falls off and the capital switches from Bitcoin, you'll see more of that Bitcoin capital start coming to Casper. And there's so much more coming to Casper as well in that regard. Bitcoiner AJ, also Bitcoin Maxi, now converted to a Bitcoin and Casper Maxi as well. You can see here, Bitcoin landscaping was approved by the Secretary of the Senate, Secretary of State, very big news. The Casper community is a true proof of work community and very supportive community indeed. So he just says thank you to Chad and to Casper Commons for reaching out. we'll look forward to potentially working with many in the Casper community very, very soon. We accept Bitcoin and Casper payments here. Will sound great with the business. So it looks like his business has finally been approved, which is great stuff, because he's trying to build a business right now regarding, Bitcoin and seemingly Casper as well now. And he's, been talking seemingly with Chad to help work out the kinks and stuff regarding Casper as well, as Chad is a big part of Casper. He was the one originally running the Casper X account, the Casper account, which is now being handled by, I think it's Christian Ludwig who's now doing it. He's now the runner of the Casper Commons X account. But this is great stuff. And he highlights here as well, some people get excited about price and charts. I get excited about adoption. Every business that accepts Casper becomes an ambassador for the technology and currency, and I think that is why the word's never been spoken. Of course, we get excited about price. This is very, very good news, of course, seeing the price go up. But the adoption is what matters to help the price goes up. So that's why I get more excited for partnership announcements and, the developments for Casper, because I know that the developments, if so strong, which they are, will start generating more demand, more adoption, more FOMO, and that will correlate to price rises. And Maxi's coming to Casper is a great thing as well. The fact that you've got stuff like this as well, where apparently billionaire Jack Dorsey apparently launched an app where users can send Bitcoin without the internet, is also very cool. Very big, in fact. It's bigger than you realise. It can potentially help with the whole potential blackout situation. But Casper could do the very same thing, and if they have DAG Night, they would be internet chaos as well, so they would be able to function without internet. Or if the internet went down, they wouldn't have an issue per se. There's more coming to Casper, and this for me, I think, is leading again into much more coming out. We've been seeing more recently, again, Adam Back kind of rallying up again about how Bitcoin is just the best thing ever. Don't look at anything else. Standard maximalist behavior, as we know. And the newest argument for Bitcoin maxis now is Bitcoin can adopt all of Casper's superior technology, which I just think is backwards. You're saying that this incumbent system, and I mean, maybe incumbent is too strong of a word, but this slow system can adopt all superior technology. But also the ideology as well is that will require hard forks, which Bitcoin hasn't had any hard forks because the community doesn't want any. So convincing the community to have a hard fork at this point, I think arguably is too late. I think Casper has already solidified its status. Be that as it may, what's interesting here again is that people are starting to agree. People who are Bitcoin maximalists starting to say more and more about how Casper looks very, very interesting. And this is the post I wanted to highlight here. Shout out to Ty Fork in the Discord community, who is Packod here, who just showcased a post here from Wolfie. I hope you guys get Binance or Coinbase listing soon. So thank you, buddy, for your well wishes. We have quite a decent shot with Binance. We have been coaching their devs on Casper Tech since before Christmas 2023 and continue to do so on a weekly basis, as you can see from the screenshot below, July 15th. Continuing to teach them on how to use Casper. Highly confident they will activate spot trading at the time which best suits them, and for me, I'm hopeful that will happen this cycle. We'll see it this cycle, hopefully, and that will be extremely big news, and that will, generate even more FOMO for the project, and Casper therefore will rally so much higher. I mean, as you saw that with Bybit, and you've seen this with smart contracts, and the market's in an uptrend, if you've got Binance, you could see a significant price pull. Like, again, the questions I was asked from certain people in the community about, could Casper see $20 billion worth of market cap inflow into the project? Well, potentially, yes. You look at Casper right now, you've seen you've seen probably about, I think it's 400. You've seen a 12% increase right now. I'm trying to do the math in my head and don't know why I'm trying to. So you've got currently 2.95 billion. This isn't going to work this way actually, but I'm talking about the market cap yesterday. I think it was around 12.5 yesterday. So you've seen 400 million market cap added today. In one day, and that's just with a FOMO announcement. If you start seeing, tier 1 listings like Binance coming on board, you could easily see a couple billion, if not more, just flow into Casper very, very quickly. There's so much more that could come to Casper, but it's a very undervalued project right now, and the FOMO is starting to come back to the project, which is, what we've been waiting for a very, very long time. In regards to listings, of course, we do have some listing here. Apparently, CoinBX now announcing a trading pair with INR and also USDT. a spot trading pair, which is cool. Again, more listings for Casper is always really, really good. And with the Clarity app coming through, passing through to go towards the Senate right now, if that is also passed, that creates clearer guidelines between the SEC and CFTC, making it more evident that Casper is a commodity like Bitcoin, therefore under the CFTC jurisdiction, and will make listings easier. If it's very, very clear Casper is a fair launch commodity, like Bitcoin, true commodity, true proof of work, if it's very, very clear to everybody that's the case, listings will be easier, ETFs will be easier, institutional adoption will be easier. And now only come with more adoption and these regulatory frameworks that will come through. So this is very, very big, more listings, and much more will be coming to Casper off the back of all these very, very big releases. So more's coming, and we still got more posts in this stream, so don't worry about it. Still got more stuff to talk about here. We'll get into this in a moment as well. But before we do, let's get to more questions first and foremost, because it's been quite a minute right now. What do you think about the Casper Punk NFTs or the new Dagwood collection? It's a good question. I don't personally hold any of them. The only NFT I hold is a Wolfie NFT. That's the only one I hold. I don't hold any other NFTs. But I do think, I know Wolfie's NFTs do have an actual inherent use case for them. I think the NFTs, if Casper does end up rallying quite significantly, and the NFT you have a use case, whether it be for some form of airdrops or whether it be for extra rewards of mining or whatever it may be, again, they'll tell you what the NFTs are for, what their benefits are. The NFTs can end up making gains in the cycle as well. So again, it's up to you if you want to get into them or not. I've not looked at them too closely, but I mean, I'm not opposed to looking into them. Right now I'm solely just focusing on just Casper really. Natural NFTs are the OG and arguably with the most utilities such as the Zero airdrop and Moondrop revenue. I mean, Nacho have their paws, pun intended, their paws and claws into pretty much every single significant community in the Casper ecosystem. Zeal, Casplex, Moonbound, Igra, Casper.com. I'm pretty sure Nacho and Casper.com are also partners as well. So I think Nacho for me is quite comfortably the strongest meme. That's why I hold Nacho. I hold only Wolfie and Nacho. I've not been telling you to buy them. Again, do your own research. But I think right now I'd say Nacho is quite comfortably the strongest meme for Casper, and because it has its paws, its claws, its reach into every significant community and ecosystem in the space for Casper. Again, Zealous, the Moonbound, which is part of Zealous as well, Casplex's thing, Igra's thing, Casper.com and other decks. So Nacho is, strong in that regard, very, very strong. So the NFTs could also then pop off as well as a result of it. Good evening, Anthony. Hope you're doing very, very well, my man. Hope you are better. I'm feeling much better right now. Thank you very much. God, I've made a fortune today, brother. The time has come. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm very glad to hear it. Hopefully, we'll continue making gains over the coming days, weeks, months, and years to follow. We are very blessed very early. If we actually understood, I have I'd argue a bigger understanding due to the information applied to my VIPs ahead of time. We're looking at institutional documents. I understand how early we are. The institution, how early we are. If you want to find out exactly how early you are and therefore how to maximize and level up your trading game, then again check out the VIP. Join for free 7 days as well, or 1 month for the BYDFI affiliate link. But we are very, very, very early with crypto, and that's not even talking about Casper as its own asset. So I think that we have got a lot more room to run. So the time has come, and it's going to only increase from here really. I can't get my natural NFT to connect to the Zealous swap page. Maybe try to reach out to Zealous Swap and see if they can help you on that, because I don't personally know myself. I already got one NFT. Like I said, I got Wolfie NFT, and I just kind of hold it right now and let it do its thing. Where's the next question? Next question is here. I always sat on the sidelines watching every live stream, man. Us Casper Maxis deserve this. Boy, we have suffered. You couldn't say it better myself. We have been through the thick and thin of it. Again, don't be emotional. Be logical. This is still a very nice pump, but we've still got a lot more to go. We're only at 11 cents right now. We still see a lot more running happening, and we could definitely see some pullbacks, especially with tariffs coming through 1st of August starting Friday next week. Could see a bit of a volatile market at that point. But today's been a great day, and if we hold above 11 cents today, I think we'll start seeing capital start to chop sideways or start trading around this zone here for a bit, and then you might see the push again starting next week, going towards 13 cents, hopefully, and then we'll see where it goes from there. The Zealous swap doesn't recognize my natural NFTs in my wallet. Yeah, I don't know, brother. I really don't know. Maybe try and reach out to... Zella's normally reply to DMs if I think they do, so try reaching out to them and they might be able to give you an answer. Welcome back, Double D, man. You're doing very, very well, brother. Welcome back to the streamer, man. And yes, Mr. Miles, as always, first to the stream. Welcome back, bro. Having a great day so far and enjoying the pump. Vilk, or Vilk, Vilky. Ever planning on using a camera so we can see your hype expressions? I do have a webcam. I just haven't planned on turning it on. I think the loose agreement I have with the community right now, if you see a $1 Casper, I'll turn it on. Now, will that happen and will I do that? Who knows? Maybe one day. I'm not completely opposed to the idea of staying faceless. It's just something I'm comfortable with. It means I haven't got to, always, keep up the impression and whatnot. Like face cam is like, I'd have to start looking at the camera the whole time, which is going to feel a little weird to me. Like, I'm just used to looking at the screens, but I'd have to look at the camera so I look like I'm looking straight into your eyes, telling your soul what's happening about Casper, so you can see the real depth of my expression. To answer your question, one day I'm sure, and that'll be hopefully a big day for Casper. Damn, you're good. Yeah, you're incredible at this, honestly. Sure. yeah, Mr. Boss Batch for trolling says, I love that. Missed it so much. This pump is fake, and sure, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a FOMO pump, I can say that much. It's based off the announced smart contracts. We'll see where it goes from here, though. And yes, he has found out the basement's very, very good. Release date is excellent. Smart contracts, then Binance, then stablecoins, then Warp Core. Oh wow, you get into the whole depth of it. Smart contracts, Binance, stablecoins, Warp Core, Coinbase 589. That's XRP's thing, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I do think that's probably the timeline I see what's happening. You see smart contracts coming out and then probably see a Binance listing. Actually, no, I think you'll see smart contracts come out and then you'll see a bridged stablecoin, most likely Circle, to Casper. Then you'll see Binance, then Warp Core coming out alongside Gigawatt and ZTEX. Coinbase, who knows? I think you'll see OKX and other exchanges coming through as well. I mean, OKX has also been integrated with Casper for nearly as long as Binance as well. And then the price, I mean, who knows? It can go insane. That's how much I can say. How does smart contract affect KYC 20? What would that expedite exchanges to list Casper? Great question, Rosa. So smart contracts, at least in the current stage of smart contracts, don't significantly affect the memes, the KYC 20. With native smart contracts, that would allow these KRCs to transition and basically become native themselves as well, which makes them much better, a big improvement therefore, being able to seamlessly bridge between the whole ecosystem. I guess the way to say it is the way they'd affect it in the current stage right now is it'd bring more adoption to Casper, more liquidity, more demand, more volume, and bring more people into the ecosystem. And as a result, therefore, you could therefore see more investments into the memes because people like a meme, people like a gamble. So you could therefore see people get involved into it. And then with native, it'd do a lot more. Native smart contracts do a lot more for the memes, for the KRCs. And it would, theoretically, smart contracts would expedite exchanges to list Casper, as it, if exchanges therefore can see the sort of volume, the sort of adoption, the sort of interaction and building on Casper, seeing how it's utilized, and gaining a better understanding of Casper therefore for themselves, then they'd be more inclined to want to list. The bigger thing that would expedite a listing for Casper, besides just higher price already, would be the Clarity Act passing through and being signed by Trump, which it's been forwarded to the Senate in a very, very bipartisan matter, which is very, very good. So it shouldn't take too long. I think their next revoting's in September. So we've still got about a couple of months or so, but I think September is when the next vote happens. And hopefully it'll just be passed through and then signed by Trump. KRC and Nacho as well. Yeah, I mean, it should. I think smart contract inherited is a massive upgrade as well that will just kind of help boost the whole Casper ecosystem and the price of everything, really. I feel like things are about to move ridiculously fast. I mean, if history has proven itself with other crypto projects, be it your Solanas, your Suis even more recently. Look at Sui more recently. Look at Solana in the last cycle. Look at AVAX in the last cycle. All these projects here that, was not really doing too much, or was kind of chopping, or not doing too much, kind of just a bit lackluster, and then out of nowhere, it rockets in a very, very short manner. Projects like AVAX did over a 15x. Projects like SUI, this being its first cycle as well, you know, went from an insane 2 to 15 bill market cap, and it still probably got a lot higher. That's still, you know, a nice 7x from that. And that's just in the last, that was from September, August 2024 to January. So again, that's another like 4 or 5 month pump. And then Solana in its first cycle as well. Went from a sub 8 bill market cap up to 75, 80 bill market cap. So another like 9, 10x. And that's all happening in the span of what, 2, 3, 4 months. So historically speaking, yes, things can definitely move very, very quickly, and Casper has got a very small market cap right now, only sitting at around 2, almost 3 billion. So if you see smart contracts coming out, which they are coming out, if you see big tier 1 listings coming out, which there's a good possibility to start listing Casper, KRI launching their projects, more adoption, more FOMO, stablecoins coming on Casper, all that sort of stuff, Bitcoin maximalist shifting more and more to Casper, you can see a lot of significant liquidity flowing into the project, and therefore higher price. It's a possibility. And then you can see more announcements from the likes of Michael Sutton, which we covered in the video I posted yesterday, regarding Dagnite and native smart contracts. You won't see them coming out this year, unlikely, but the developments about it will be further, further developed, and therefore you have a better timeline and roadmap for when they're going to be coming out. The hard fork, the next big upgrade for Casper, and Casper again is already a titan in the space, despite again seemingly very unknown. It is still a titan and one of the best in this space. The most recent quote-unquote competitor to Casper was Picoin, to which we can see here from Wolfie that Picoin network has 13 times more supply locked than Casper. Yet the they're marketed as mobile mining, which is a corpus proof point POS illusion with no decentralization, and you can see the price as well. Pi has not done great. It's not great at all. Casper is, all of this for Casper right now is purely organic. Everything for all the other projects that have done somewhat well, or even very well, has been done artificially. Apart from Bitcoin, or even then Bitcoin had a bit of artificial pumping due to the institutional adoption right now. But either way, it's been artificial through VCs, through whatever it may be. Casper is one of the only projects in this space that have done all of it organically. So when the big money comes through, it's going to be insane. Now we've got a very, very big week ahead of us, or a lot to look out for. According to Eleanor Terrett here, the White House crypto report will be dropping tomorrow, or this week, which is also very, very big. Also something else as well, but that's the main one I want to talk about. The Storm trial, I'm not too bothered by. This one I want to look at right now. So basically tomorrow, we should be seeing, or should be hearing, or seeing the release of the US Treasury, SEC, and the CFTC's digital policy report for crypto, which is, a very, very big deal. Now, this is something that could, and I did highlight in another video, I think I highlighted it again in this video actually, from Caitlin Long, could end up being a watershed moment, so a big deal for the crypto space, bringing more adoption, more clarity, more institutional, eyes towards the project and the ecosystem. Now, according to the update she's had now, the report is officially due tomorrow, but the White House officially tells her that it will be released to the public before the end of the month. So we won't see it tomorrow, unfortunately, but end of the month. That does therefore mean we'll probably see it sometime next week, which maybe that's done by design, because they know that Trump's tariffs are coming out, and that will likely cause a lot of volatility. So if they can release a very speculative, or a very reassuring and bullish report regarding crypto and policies from the leading agencies, that could incentivize some bullish momentum on the top of tariffs that might stem the bleeding that could potentially come out. Because we are seeing a lot of uncertainty coming out right now, with more and more word from the likes of Jerome Powell saying that we do need, or not Jerome Powell, Scott Bessent, Trump's US Secretary, who is saying that we do need to see an examination of the entire Fed, which he said in an interview on CNBC. He said that they're a team full of all experts, economists, and they have no idea what they're doing because they're not cutting rates, which we've been hearing that for a long, long time. Apparently, I heard that some congressmen are trying to, send a criminal notice to the Department of Justice about Jerome Powell as well, which is getting crazy right now. And I don't think removing Jerome Powell is the right play in the slightest, truth be told. Although some really big news though, which is also quite a reassuring thing. We've just heard apparently that Trump media says that they are holding $2 billion in Bitcoin and Bitcoin-related securities. About 2/3 of it is $3 billion in liquid assets as part of this previously announced Bitcoin Treasury strategy. So we're going to see a Bitcoin Treasury still very much on the cards, which is great. More store value for Bitcoin, more scarcity, also increasing the value of Bitcoin, and therefore crypto as well. There's still some traders and economists who believe that 250k Bitcoin this cycle is still on the cards. Seeing a 2x from here would be nuts. I'm a bit skeptical about that. But I do think Bitcoin's got a lot more room to run, at the very least. Frameworks coming through. It depends, again, if the cycle goes low into 2026, then yes, maybe 250k Bitcoin is possible. If it ends at Q4, like, you know, history normally states, then I think we'll see it probably top out around 150, 130, 150. But of course, time will tell. I mean, we've got a lot more coming out, regulatory frameworks, all sorts of stuff as well. More to take into account, and then Casper will be releasing all its big blockbuster developments around Q4, going into Q5 as well, or at least one coming out next month actually. So, not Q5, Q1 2026. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Promise you Casper will correct back to 10 cents or below before you know it. Possibly. Again, what I stated here is that what we need to see is Casper hold above 11 cents for it to have a stronger chance to then continue in that momentum and start trading around here before they're making a move up. But again, if Bitcoin decides that it wants to start coming down heavily, or Ethereum coming down heavily, then Casper will likely follow in suit and come down to 10 cents. But the thing is that I wouldn't even be worried by that, because 10 cents has been proven as a very, very strong critical level of support and resistance for Casper. And we blew past that comfortably, very comfortably. And then 11 cents as well, almost reaching 12. Point being is now, this 10 cents has well and truly become a support level, not resistance anymore. It's not staying above that. It's now will likely go above that. So that's not a bad thing to come down to 10 cents. Not at all. If we can hold above 11 cents, that'd be very, very good. And incentivize Casper to stay above, the traders, the buyers, to keep Casper above 11 cents and prepare for the next move up as well, between 12 and 13 cents. If sentiment said otherwise and the markets end up behaving poorly, then we'll see Casper come back down again. But again, don't be emotional. Be logical. It happens. Markets don't always go up. They go down as well. If you only expect green price action, then it's unrealistic. You need to change your strategies and your perception as an investor. We've been here through thick and thin. What would it matter if Casper comes down 10 cents again? Wouldn't be anything. But at the same time, also, if it comes back down, then we can end up getting more cheaper Casper. You know, so that'd be insane. Binance would increase the volume by 100 to 200% in my opinion. I mean, right now, from its current volume, because that would be over, that means you're saying 400 million to 1 billion, which I don't think actually that's too crazy to say that right now. Or 1.2 billion. I mean, Binance would definitely do a hell of a lot for Casper. A hell of a lot for its volume, no doubt. I mean, I think we're all overcorrections, but realistically, it's going to probably happen, It's going to probably happen. But again, don't be emotional, be logical, it'll happen. Just got to roll the punches, keep stacking, keep DCAing, do your own research, and prepare for what's to come out, because it's going to be game changer for Casper and for crypto. Welcome back, Loudbro. You're doing very, very well, brother. Welcome back to the streamer, man. If it dropped back to 5 cents and the paper hands wouldn't even buy it anyways, I want to see only up across the board from here. I don't think, again, I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. I'd be surprised if Casper goes back down to 5 cents again. I think 5 cents has been proven to be that level of support, that critical level of support for Casper. And even then, we've formed a higher low so far from the looks of things. Technically speaking, you could see Casper fail to break 13 cents. And if that's the case, therefore, you're going to probably see more of a pattern like this, where it's going to start, let's just say for whatever reason Casper just doesn't be able to go up higher than here. You see that wedge forming. We know that Casper's going to keep trading between here, and then decide it's going to break out up or down. Now, I want to believe right now that it's going to be higher high, higher low. We'll have to wait and see. Well, higher low, we'll have to wait and see. The market right now is in an uptrend. Despite some kind of relief today, not really much happening today, it's still very much in an uptrend. Assets are doing very well across the board. So if Casper can hold 11 cents, which is going to probably be quite tough, but if it can hold that, that'd be very good for us. I think altcoin is still on phase one. Let's wait. 100% voter. 100%. I think altcoins we're not on the altcoin cycle just yet. I don't think. I think we've still got more room. Let's go Casper. I never took out through ups and downs. Hey, big up to you, HD. And similar to me as well. I've always taken a bit in Casper. I've just kept DCAing, just putting in and out, just keep putting in even. I wouldn't worry too much about the dips in alts until closer to September, also known as Rectember. It's usually a bad month, but then October is usually an amazing month. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the... I mean, I've not been worried about Casper the whole time. You know me. So, what would it matter if Casper went down a little bit again? Wouldn't bother me at all. Welcome back, Micro Scale Garage. It's a good day. It's a great day. 100%. Is there any interest in layer 2 Casper, though? The community? Any doubt? Well, I mean, the price actions kind of prove there is some form of interest in it for today. There's a lot of building happening on Casper right now. USDC are interested in Casper, as confirmed by the KEF. Ultimately, we have to wait and see. They've been testing going on, testing to be quite successful, so we'll have to see what happens. QC looks like Handsome Squidward on steroids. He doesn't want to show his face and make everyone jealous. Honestly, I wish. Not the ready roaster, but the smart contracts are coming on the layer 2s. Yeah, once it's on layer 1, it'll be... I mean, yeah, once it's native, it'll be a lot better, 100%. Welcome back, KJI. Let's go indeed to the moon and back. Do we have any information on when ZTX and KI will launch their ZT token? No, not particularly. I know their pilot program for ZTX is coming out in Q4. When their token's coming out, we don't know just yet. Good evening, DC, bro. Welcome back to the stream, man. Been a while. You've been very, very well, my man. Warp Core will make Casper ISO compliant. Yes, that would be very, very big, and therefore potentially make XRP obsolete, but who knows. And yeah, 100 people watching right now. Absolutely insane stuff. Love to see it. The love is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, you know, thank you all once more for tuning in daily or even just periodically in the background and interacting. You're all part of the community here. We are all blessed to be over Casper, and we are going to see more coming through, no doubt. We are on the cusp of seeing greatness happen right now with Casper, and it's been a long haul, but my conviction never wavered. And the reason why is because the information that I provide to my VIPs as well, what I know comes to the space. If you want to find out more, again, VIP, link down below in the description. But it's a good time to be a Casper holder right now. IGRA has currently launched their Genesis activation on the testnet 10, and their testnet will be going live in the next 2 weeks or so, give or take. And Casplex have confirmed their mainnet launch is happening on the 31st of August. Could you perhaps explain why the X account on the website still hasn't been changed to Casper Unchained? It seems unprofessional to me. The X account on the website hasn't been changed. I don't really use Casper's website. Let me quickly just check it for you. Well, on Casper's website, when you go onto Casper's website here, and you click Twitter, X, it does, which I think is better, it goes to search Casper on Twitter, which is therefore making it more decentralized as well. So you see Casper Unchained at the top here. Its name is just Casper, but its @ is Casper Unchained. They changed it from Casper to Casper Unchained, but the @'s been changed. But the name that was the this current version of Casper here, that was community voted. That was voted by the community in a Discord server. So it's what the community wanted. And not everyone I don't really watch this account anymore personally. I get my news sources from the community, which is how I do it. And look, this is actually where you can go to that, click on the X, and the whole Casper community here, just making their post about it. Everything about Casper here. So I would say it's a good upgrade. Not that I really take too much account into it, but it's good. With that being said though, with 108 people watching, that would be me for today, this Casper crypto live stream. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like. At 49, making 50 would be insane. Leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. The pump is looking good today. Hopefully we can hold it. More will be coming, I'm sure. If you want to find out more about crypto and Casper, check out the free community Discord server, link down below in the description, and my homepage here as well. Equally the VIP, more in-depth information in there as well. VIP information, alpha information, private launches, the lots, you name it, trading information. And also check out BYDFI to level up your trading game with discounts on trading and also access to the VIP server as well. Link down below. Have a great day, good evening, good night, my people, my family, and I will see you